Well, hey, good morning. BJ and Joando out and about on the Recumbents on a Sunday morning, which is going to turn into a complete scorcher. It's supposed to hit 96 Fahrenheit today. So come on along and you can see if we melt, which we might. But yeah, we're just taking it real easy today. We're just doing the old Rock Island rail trail. Used to be the home of the Rock Island Rocket from Chicago to LA every day. Hey, hey, hey. But yeah, we had a great ride yesterday. We had our had our official July Pikes Peak Region Recumbent Network meet and eat, and we went up to the Red Leg Brewery with Mark and Diane, a very, very nice couple. Those guys are travelers, man. They go everywhere. They just got back from a metric century in Hayes, Kansas, and here we are in Colorado Springs. So yeah, they're nomads. But yeah, so like I said, we're just cruising today. Right now it's probably about 9:30. Yeah, something like that. And so it's still not too bad right now. I don't know how it is where you are. If you've got more humidity than we do, then the heat probably comes on faster. But here in Colorado Springs, it's like the mornings are, at least for a little while, are actually kind of nice, and especially if you can catch some shade. But yeah, the old Rock Island is an old rail trail, and used to do, when it was newer, back in the late 50s, early 60s, it actually did passenger trains. And then the passenger trains, of course, kind of faded out, and then it was all cargo trains, and those faded out, and finally they closed the line. And I'm not exactly sure when the city decided to make it a rail trail. It's been here for a while. It was actually basically like a developer's rail trail, long before. Good morning. Long before the city got a hold of it, got the rights to it. But this part here is one of the newest parts, because that hooks into what they were, for a little while they were calling the Rock Island Connector. Howdy. And that now this trail will take you all the way to where you can pick up the Pikes Peak Greenway, either north or south. In the old days, it only went so far, and you had to do a whole bunch of backstreet stuff to get over to it. Okay. Wait a minute. No, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Didn't know if they were going to stop or not. Just never know.
Yeah, wait until you start slowing down. Okay, now maybe he is stopping.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're on the bouncy part. This is the old section. It's the last old section. Well, no, this one and the next one, up to from Paseo to Union. This is the last section of the old asphalt, and it's really starting to get those heavy cracks and pocks and bumps and little divots, and not big enough to call a pothole, but it's definitely big enough to be a divot.
Yep.
But this is another one of the few places where we have Not quite 100% tree cover, but we got a lot of tree cover here, so that's kind of nice. Howdy. But sadly, it goes away very quickly. Howdy. Got the church going on because it's Sunday. Working our way up here to actually this is Paseo Street, so actually the old asphalt section goes from Templeton Gap Road to Union Boulevard. And once you get past Union, it's all concrete all the way to almost all the way to Powers. We've never figured it out, but the city just likes to leave one little piece. Like when you go up to the trail, you know, and to go to the dead end, you know, right there at there's like a big cul-de-sac just before Powers Boulevard, and but you've got about 100 yards, maybe 150 yards of gravel, and it's like, why not just finish it over to the, you know? But no, they do that. They've done that. They did that on the Templeton Gap Trail up to the park, and there's a couple other places that are kind of like that too. Good morning. But yeah, well, we hope you're having a really good Sunday so far.
Trike coming down this way.
Yeah, we got an upright trike. I don't see too many upright trikes. There's a few running around, but not a lot of them. Of course, there's not like a ton of recumbent trikes either. But we're gaining. We are definitely gaining. It's not unnormal now to see one or two. Hello. It's not unnormal now to see one or two recumbent trikes a ride. Where like back in 2018 when Joe and I got our trikes, you could go all day. You could put a 30-mile ride in and never see another recumbent trike. So they're definitely gaining. If we can just get some of the younger folks to decide that, you know, hey, we don't want to be, you know, we don't want to be a racer boy, you know, we don't want to be a Tour de France wannabe. We just want to be comfortable and enjoy ourselves, and you know, we could grow our ranks a little bit. Which will be good and bad, because the good side is that, you know, well, they might cater to us a little more when they build trails and and that kind of stuff. Because right now, trikes are like the absolute bottom of the barrel when it comes to bicycle infrastructure priority. I mean, I'm serious. We are like, we don't exist. We have to go in there and say, hey, what about trikes? And they're like, trikes? Yeah, it's sad.
What are those?
It really is sad. And, you know, and of course, you know, a lot of people automatically assume that we're handicapped. Yeah, we're slow. And we're old. We're 70s, so, and come on folks, let's be realistic. Okay? The average age for both men and women now passing away is 78 years old. So when you're 70, come on, you're old, just admit it. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. Passing on your left. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. And yeah, I mean, really, it's not a bad thing. You're still alive and kicking. Thank you. So, yeah, celebrate. You know, celebrate, dance to the music. There you go.
Don't worry, I won't look for a second job.
Nah. Joe and I figure you should be able to sing, whether you sound like a croaking frog or like an opera star. If you want to sing, sing. People don't like it, they can leave.
They have no soul.
That's right, they have no soul. Oh, man. Yeah, I got a little bit of a hill here, and I'm trying to get over here fast enough to make this light that this nice lady over here on the bicycle already punched for us. So. See? The Rock Island Trail. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's already starting to warm up. It's lost its little bit of cool. Yeah, hold on. Let me cruise over here.
Legend.
Oh, dang it. Come on. Okay. All right. Well, we're back. We helped out a rider in distress there. We carry a lot of stuff. We carry air pumps. We carry tools, patch kits. Of course, now, those are, our tubes wouldn't have done any good because ours are 20-inch wheels and those were 700Cs, I'm sure. Thank you. But, yeah, I have a good old, man, old road morph pump, man. Best pump, non-floor pump probably ever made. And they don't make them anymore. That's a real shame. So when this one dies, that's the end of it. And I would say this pump is probably 30 years old. So it's been around. No. This is none of the ones that we've bought. Basically, Roger had this thing. Oh man, it's leaves. I thought that was glass. I thought, but Roger had this, and he gave it to me. Said it had been sitting in his. He says he don't know how long he's had it. Probably, like I said, 30 years. But he told me that it was only good for the Presta style valves. And asked me if I wanted it. I said, yeah, I'll take it. Because you see, I knew that, man, you could wait for me, I knew that all you had to do was switch around the rubber piece. Howdy. Passing on your right. Thank you again. Getting out of the way here. Yes. And your wife's a meanie. She just leaves you in the dust. It's like, well, you're going to get up here at 1.
I was looking for you.
Yeah, 450 yards ahead of me. That's okay. I'll cut her some slack. I'll say she was looking for shade. Got to watch this woman. She might start taking our nephew and his wife went on an Alaskan cruise, and it was hilarious the whole time. He was talking about how she was, trying to get rid of him, feeding him to the bears and, whatever, So, so my wife's taking lessons here. Man.
Nah, I could never.
Who put this hill in the way?
God.
Yeah, yeah, That's true. Actually, it was a city. So now God put the hill in the way. Yeah, sea put the trail. So, howdy.
Oh, he's gonna go for
So yeah, for being a pure, rail trail, urban rail trail, it's still a pretty nice trail. The only problem is, right above the hills over here, you got, sorry, Constitution Boulevard. Avenue, rather. Constitution Avenue. And it's usually super busy, but you can tell it's Sunday morning. But yeah, we have to, since we don't have a car, we can't just, I can't just send Joe home, throw the trike in the inside and then, go get the truck or the car. Yeah, and then come get me, So we have to carry a lot of stuff with us. That's why we have the saddlebags. Because you're probably like, why do you need saddlebags? Well, we have, like I said, tools, pumps, 2 different types of locks, rain suit, a jacket, light windbreaker jacket. So yeah, we carry a lot of stuff because we can't just run back and get it. Passing on your left. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Howdy. We're going to go by a park here. Sadly, this used to have a porta potty in it, but the city hasn't put one there for ages. Years and years and years. Yeah, they used to do, I think some of the Mexican families, they get together and they do soccer, and I think they kind of paid for but they haven't been out here for a long time. But yeah, tonight I got a video on for you. Our meat and eat that we did yesterday. Now, we'll tell you that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're probably not going to be riding because they're talking about 80% chance of rain. And when they talk about 80%, we're probably actually going to get some rain. Now, we've had some false alarms, but they've all been in the 30%, or less. So, yeah, but when they start talking 80, that usually means we're going to get drenched, and we need it badly. I mean, I will admit it. I am more than willing to give up a little summer to get us some rain, because, man, the state of Colorado is literally on fire. I mean, Colorado Springs is almost surrounded. Luckily, it's still a long ways away, but I mean, we're almost encircled in different fires. And there's, I'm 70 years old, and there's never been a fire that reached into downtown, into Colorado Springs itself. I mean, they've got, the extreme western edges of Colorado Springs in the foothills. Go down here and see if the tunnel's dry. This is a very little tunnel. This is like a Olay. That's about all you get.
Yeah, it looks dry, but
yeah, it looks dry.
How much trash is it?
Yeah, you got to be careful, because one of the last few times Joe went in here, she got a flat, and we just got a new tube and orange sealant. Olay, 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 olay. I got it all in. Barely. And you can tell Joe's got it in 3. She's hauling buns.
Heading for shade.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. I'm going to get me a drink of water. Ah, yeah. It's got a nice shady spot here.
We're just drying up where these shade trees and reach out and steal our water bottles.
Yeah, that's it. Whenever you're ready. Here we go. Oh no, here we go. Excuse me. Howdy. Yeah, as you can see, we grow excellent weeds here in Colorado.
Yes, we do.
It is amazing. You got to give the weed a lot of. I mean, come on. We're in a severe drought. I mean, it's not just a drought; it's a severe drought, and everything else is keeling over. Howdy, and not the weeds. They're like, yeah, watch this.
Let me spread out.
That's right. Now, like you said, really hoping you're getting in a ride today. Wherever you are, we hope it's really nice. And hopefully it's not quite as hot as it is here. But I have noticed everybody else has got a pretty heavy heat wave. And man, I'll tell you what, I have a total sympathy for you folks in the Midwest and the upper East Coast, because the Canadian fires. Yeah, because I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, we had smoke from the Canadian fires. And I mean, yeah, it was pitch black. I mean, it was bad. We didn't ride at all for like 2 weeks. And that is definitely not like us. We get cabin fever at the drop of a hat.
But we can't breathe.
Yeah. Never seen people get cabin fever faster than Joe and I. Howdy. That's when we call it when we get desperate enough that no matter how bad it is, we go take a walk, or at least a walk, if not a ride. But yeah, except for the fact that it's pretty darn warm, it's still actually pretty darn nice. There's still some smoke in the air. We've still, like I said, we've got a lot of fires, but we've been fortunate this week. The winds haven't been exactly from where the big fire is down south, kind of southeast. It's called the Aspen Acres fire. It's been all over the news, so I'm sure you guys probably heard about it. But yeah, like I said, a couple years ago, we had that ultra thick Canadian fire, you know. But it's pretty hard to give them a lot of garbage when you figure that, you know, half the states in the United States are burning up too. Let's face it. Mama Nature does whatever she wants to. Man can jump up and down and scream and yell and talk about how you should, you know, you need to take out the stuff in your place and etc., etc., etc. But when it comes to it, Mama Nature decides she don't want to rain. There ain't nothing we humans can do about it. So don't be too.
You have to have clouds in order to see them.
Yeah, I mean, don't be too hard on Canada, folks. I mean, I know it's miserable. We totally understand. We've been there. But yeah, no matter what the current administration says, you know, Canada has always been a friend and an ally, and it's totally stupid that we're making enemies out of them. Just totally stupid. I mean, you know, we've got the only border that you know you can cross fairly easily all the way across, you know, both countries. So
not anymore. They closed off a lot of it.
Yeah, they probably will. But yeah. So yeah, we've got to. This is. I think we have 3 rail trails. We have this one, the Rock Island. We have the Midland, and then we have Shook's Run. All the other trails are just urban trails. You know, they started out as basically dirt paths. Passing on your right. Thank you. Have a good day. Let Joe get up ahead of me here so she can catch this light. Because it's really hard to catch a light while you got a camera in your hand. It's just one of those things. And yeah, I've noticed that not a lot of video production from folks this summer, which is kind of surprising. Usually by summer, you know, the videos are up. Well, I haven't seen anything from Sylvia Hepburn in forever. You know, that's Myrtle the Turtle. You know, and she's like uber famous. And then Gio Nation Matt. I can never remember Matt's last name. Sorry, Matt. He was getting stuff on, you know, from his road trip. And then as he headed towards Florida, it disappeared. So are we going up to what you call it first?
I think we're going to go, you know, down
the trail?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's only 10 o'clock, so.
Yeah, that sounds good. Might as well keep on riding. Sorry for the extra crunchy sound, but we got some sand underneath us here. Now we're coming up on the infamous Academy Boulevard. So, we will get back at you. All right. Like Arnold will say, I'll be back. Hey, we're back. Yeah, we just jumped off the Rock Island Trail. Now we're on the Academy Boulevard Path, we'll just call it. I don't know if she's looking our way or not, Joe. We'll have to be careful. Don't think so.
She waved at me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
We
cool.
got there.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Didn't have the camera turned the right way. But, yeah, so we're heading up to the Ondo Cafe, otherwise known as the Maverick Convenience Store Cafe. Time for some iced tea, baby, and our brown bag special. Yeah, we're probably not going to be out as late as normal, just because it's going to get scorching this afternoon. We'll probably make one more stop somewhere. Just not real far from home. I must still be in. No, thought I was put it in 1. I put it in 3. Yeah. No wonder. Yeah, to be totally honest, I'm not even sure if this really has a name. It's just that I think they put this in particularly between Constitution and the next street up, because right across the street is Palmer Park. Maitland, yeah. So between Constitution and Maitland, they went ahead and did a double wide because they had plenty of land. So that way, you know, because they knew people would be, oops, got to get out of this gentleman's way here. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. I was hogging up the road here, didn't even realize it. Thin-tired bikes are quiet. They sneak up on you. But yeah, it makes it nice because now, you know, there's enough sidewalk to be able to share if there's a walker. So, and like I said, it goes right to where we want to go. Yeah, except for trying to get a hot dog at Maverick lately, we have real good luck with Maverick. Better than Loaf and Jug, and way better than 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven never has any place to sit, you know. And they never. I don't know what it is about 7-Elevens, but they never have any shade. There's never shade at a 7-Eleven, yeah. If there is, the employees are parked in it. Ah, man. These transitions get rough sometimes. Probably a good thing, you know, that's one thing I like about ice. I like that their frames are, the frame is chromoly steel. And but the front end, or what they call the boom, and the rear end of the bike, the trike, are aluminum. So, you know, now aluminum is a very strong metal, but steel can take a lot more vibrations, you know, and still keep on going than aluminum. That's why you see a lot of steel bikes from the 80s, 70s, and 80s, still around. Because steel lasts a long time. All right. Well, we're here. All right. BJ and Joando out and about on the recumbents, and we will get back at you. Bye.